behind. It's like a cow. Look at its tail. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. She's awake. She's good.
Sorry.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Kennedy's right outside. She'll be more than willing to follow it. She knows how to pose.
She knows how to pose.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You should have made it awkward for her. You should have made it awkward for her. It don't matter.
Frito bag. Frito
Lemonade, or do you want a tattoo? Ending on the you brought it on.
like a bachelor, whatever that was. Yeah. Stacy Coates. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you.
Hi, Channel 6!
How about you go through? You stress me out. Oh. Hey, so what are you home alone?
No, Jackson didn't leave. I don't know. Sometime today. I think and then me and Mom are leaving.
Is that a horse? Yay! Hello, Larry. What's your horse's name? Name your horse.
That's okay.
How are you? It's a long place for deposit.
Last one. Yeah, we'll get you some.
Try to look for my good stuff.
What are you doing? Hard work, you know what I'm saying? How'd it go, pal? That girl, Kyle. Got it! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! All right. Look, you get the fucking piss on you.
Level 3, level 3.
If you're flying, man. Right now. Got her, go in!
I threw far. Let me try on this side.
Well, I was trying to find
Let me try it on this side.
Maybe I need to get back in the box. Oh, yeah.
I like this side better.
Two. Three.
Mom.
Oh, wow.
Almost.
4.
5.
6.
7. Oh, we can do this.
They're labeling it there. Brad, that's his name, Brad.
Eugene Henry.
My wife Laura, you remember Mary Jo? Yeah. Pretty good.
I just came over here with Donna and wow, going back. I know it is. We went over to see, I never even seen the depot.
Two boys.
And I never been in, I've never been out there.
Right there across the street and how's everything going?
Yeah, that's why I went to college.
We're glad all of you are here. We'll probably be through before it starts raining, so just hang in there.
Let it rain.
We got several people who helped on this, but we've got several on the program. And I'd like to call on Cliff Black to give us a welcome, if you would, Cliff.
Thank you, Kenneth. It's really nice to see all of you out today. It's really a special occasion when we can all get together and celebrate our independence, when we can actually celebrate the fact that all those people that went before us, that gave of their time and their lives. It's a wonderful day here in Muleshoe. And you know, one of the greatest things about living in Muleshoe, other than being the mayor, is that you look around the crowd here and you see a group of people who are so conscientious and so faithful in preserving our history and what we have, as like me, as older people, have got to witness in the past. It's a wonderful thing that we have so many people in this community that donate of their time and their money and work so hard to diligently preserve our past and our history. It's a wonderful thing that our children and our grandchildren get to be a part of this. We were figuring out a while ago, it's been 58 years since I walked through those doors over there. I did go in there and feel under the bottom of the table and there's no gum left. And it looks a little bit different. And it's just an exciting thing that people will, if you look around here at the Heritage Center and see all the work that's been done, all the time and all the money, and it's just an exciting thing that people go to the extent to provide this for our community. And on behalf of the city, I'd like to welcome you all here, and I hope you all have a good 4th of July and a happy Independence Day. And I would like to introduce you to Irene Mason, the Mayor Pro Tem, and she would like to say a couple of words.
Thank you, Mayor, so much. First of all, happy 4th of July, Muleshoe, Texas. Yeah, oh, I am just overwhelmed with honor of being a part of such a rich history here in Muleshoe. Since Ray and I first arrived here, I mean, just meeting every single person and letting us know about Muleshoe and all the people and the love they have for their community. And I am just so honored and so blessed that Ray and I live in this community. I can tell you from the bottom of my heart that I love Muleshoe, love serving Muleshoe, and just am so proud of when I travel and meet other people to say, I'm from Muleshoe, Texas. And this is wonderful. I've heard so many wonderful, funny, and great stories about the Yellow Jacket. So I will keep that in my computer up here in case I ever have to use that against any of y'all. No, not really. But wonderful stories, wonderful stories. And as the mayor said, just that fellowship and handing this down to your children and grandchildren and carrying on that legacy. And we're so blessed. We are blessed here, and I hope that none of us ever forget that. So congratulations to the Yellow Jacket and its restoration.
Thank you very much. Next we have Gina Wilkerson, Chamber of Commerce. Gina.
Guys, I would just like to thank all of y'all for what all of y'all have done. We could not make it here without everybody coming out and supporting us. I've ate here many, many years. I won't say as long as Clifford has, but it's just been great. It's been great, all the people that put their effort into this and everything that we've done. I'm part of the Heritage. I'm part of the Chamber both. And guys, it just wouldn't work without all of y'all. And we really appreciate y'all, and we thank all of y'all for coming out. And y'all just have a happy 4th, and thank y'all again.
Jim Holt, class of '54, to tell you a little bit about the Yellow Jacket history.
Thank you, Kenneth. A little background on myself to kind of open up the history of the Yellow Jacket Inn. Some of y'all may not know. I went to school all 12 years here in Muleshoe, entering the 1st grade in 1942, and in class of '54 as a senior. I and my family lived about 130 feet from where this building was after it was finished. We lived across from the high school, just across the street, and I could see the Yellow Jacket Inn just 130 feet away. And when I started in the 1st grade, the whole Muleshoe educational system was in the 2 blocks across the street. I could walk across and go to the high school. It was in the west block, and then the grade school was down on the east block. And when I started, there was a little 2-room building that had been moved in, made out of stucco and wood. And I was told that it was part of the Baileyburg schools system and had been moved to Muleshoe when the 2 merged, when Baileyburg and Muleshoe Public Schools merged. The Yellow Jacket Inn, 1946 to 1999, 53 years it was in existence. I did not know that until I started doing a little bit of research. During that period of time, it had 2 owners that owned the building and the lot. The first ones were Spencer and Phyllis Border Beavers, and they bought it and built this building originally in 1946 and operated it for 18 years when they sold it to Charles and Hazel May Ball in 1964. And then they were the owners of it until it was closed in 1999. And I was writing a few notes down about the history, and a question came to my mind, and I wondered how many students went through the Yellow Jacket Inn in those 53 years. And McDonald's sold 1 billion hamburgers. At some point in time, they advertised. I don't think they sold 1 billion, but I just wondered about how many students went through there in that 53 years, and I did a little figuring, and I'm going to share it with you at the end of my talk. In the meantime, those of you that want to can see what figure you can come up with and what your guess is as to how many students went through the doors. And it's my understanding in doing the research that the Balls never did operate the Yellow Jacket Inn. They just owned it, and then other people operated it. So when we were trying to gather information and history on everything, we tried to find out all the operators and the workers that had it those 35 years that the Balls owned it. We came up with an incomplete list, I'm sure. But several people worked on it, talked to people, interviewed people. Some wrote up some histories. And I've got these names that I might share with you. Grace Plyer and her daughter Wanda Kittrell. Jan Springfield, and it's my understanding that Jan operated it in the early 80s. Rosie Allison, Mrs. Bill Hale, Francis and Felipe Miramontes and their sons, Scott and Isaac. And then the last one, Sally Bustillos, who had it when the school board decided to close the campus in 1999. And if you don't have one of these books, The History of the Yellow Jacket Inn, you need to get one. Because the write-ups of the memories of the students that went to Yellow Jacket Inn and their impressions at that point in their life are great. And Frances wrote a very outstanding piece in it too about her when she was the operator of the Yellow Jacket Inn and had the menu and the times and how the kids came over. You need to read that also. Then in 2009, the owners of that lot, the home and the building, the Yellow Jacket Inn, donated this to the Heritage Foundation. Ace and Esmeralda Hanaway were the owners who donated that, and they donated it in the memory of Charles and Hazel Ball. Has anybody done any figuring on how many students they think went through these, individual students went through these doors in the 53 years? Anybody want to venture a guess? It's less than 1 billion.
8,000.
How many?
8,000.
8,000. How many? How many? 500,000. Okay, got 500,000. 8,000 to 8 million. I think that's the difference between the grandfather and the grandson. Well, I came up with a figure. Several years ago, I was doing some reading, and it gave some stats of everybody that enters the first grade out of 100 that make it to the 8th grade graduation, and then how many of those make it to the high school graduation. And I don't remember those figures exactly, but that's what I used as a basis for my estimate, Kenneth, and I came up with at a low it ought to be about 4,300 and at a high about 5,300 of individual students in those 53 years. In closing, Wanda and I retired in 1999 and moved back to Muleshoe, and we were visiting with Kenneth and Darlene after we had come back, and we were talking about who was here and who wasn't, what happened to so-and-so, and what happened to the building and everything. And Kenneth at one point during the conversation said that one of his goals and ambitions that he wanted to do was to get the Yellow Jacket Inn donated to the Heritage Foundation and move it out here and restore it. And no, Kenneth, don't run off. And there's no doubt in my mind that what, if it wasn't for Kenneth Henry and Darlene Henry, this building wouldn't be here today. And it's directly through their efforts and work and skills that we're here today. And I think we need to give them a big round of applause.
Now that he's got me shook up, I don't know what to do next. How many of you did eat in the Yellow Jacket Inn that are here today? Could you show us? Well, there's quite a few. Thanks. Some of you saw this building before it was moved. You remember kind of what it looked like. So you look at it today when you go through, it looks a little different than it did when they moved it out here. Paul Rosas and his crew had to do a lot of reinforcements and safety things before he could move it down the highway to get it out here. But there's been a lot of people who worked on it, done a lot of labor, a lot of planning, a lot of work. And I think Darlene probably is responsible for the staining and the varnish and the curtains and the things that make it look pretty. She was in there doing that part of the restoring. There's lots of people who helped. I think there's been about $40,000 raised locally by individuals, businesses, and students. The students really became involved, and they got in their pocketbook. And if you take notice in here, there's quite a few people on the wall. And in the back room was the kitchen. There's quite a few businesses that helped out. So there's a lot of football players that were Yellow Jackets before it was the Mules that have a special place in there. There's football jackets. There's one football jersey in there from 1925. I can't remember that year, but some of you might can remember that far back. But it's supposed to have been the first football team for Muleshoe Yellow Jackets. We're thankful that so many can give their time and talent to make it work, plus their money. It took some money to get it done. There's also several who have got in their pocketbook and provided the meal for tonight, and what we're trying to do is serve the things similar to what the Yellow Jackets served, and that's the hamburgers, the hot dogs, the round dogs they call them, is hot dogs on a round hamburger bun, and Frito pie. It's going to be served over at the depot. We tried a lot of ways to figure out how to serve it over here, but if you notice, we don't have very many trees to give us any shade, so we've got air conditioning over there, and we'll start serving here in about 10 to 15 minutes, so as you move over there. Thank all of you for coming. Go look at it all you want to, and we'll be serving over at the depot, and thank you all for coming.
What else?
How about if I just have a bottle of water? That'll work.